Welcome to the Bakhoor Connoisseur. I am your hostess, the Bakhoor Connoisseur, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. This is going to be an absolutely wonderful channel for those who are interested in Bakhoor. I know sometimes you look on YouTube and there's not that much of information available about Bakhoor, what it is, how to burn it. You just have a quick little clip of someone showing you how to quickly light up the charcoal and burn it. But I'm going to go in depth as far as how to actually burn it properly. Not just sit it on top of a piece of charcoal and light it, let it smoke up, because you can ruin a really good bakhoor that way, and you can never find out what the pure essence and beauty of the bakhoor is by just putting it on top of charcoal. So I'm going to show you different ways to burn it and to preserve the beautiful smell that the bakhoor is meant to have. Now, let me tell you a little bit information about me and my story to how I became to know about bakhoor. Before I got married over 20 years ago, yeah, I'm old, you guys. I'm 50 years old. I'm not ashamed. I am 50. And alhamdulillah, a friend of mine who we became acquainted with through another person, one day she came around us and she had this wonderful fragrance on her. And we were like, what is that? It smells so good. What perfume are you wearing? She told us she's not wearing a perfume. And we were like, what? What is that? So we began to understand through her friend what bakhoor actually was. Actually, she was from Sudan. And she told her how what the bakhoor was. She had like a little bakhoor burner. And she put the bakhoor, lit it up, and had the smoke going and everything, and then she would put perfume on, and then she would there's a technique that's known throughout Sudan and the Arab world for women as far as how they used to perfume themselves. And what they used to do was they would put the oil perfume on, and then they would get their bakhoor, which would have this fragrant smoke, and they would stand over it. They would have on long, beautiful gowns and dresses, and they would put this there, and they would stand over it and let the smoke get all in their clothes and on their bodies. And it's an amazing smell. It's unlike anything you have ever smelled before. It is absolutely beautiful. It has an exotic essence to it. It is just wonderful. So when I got married, I purchased a bakhoor burner for myself, and I started to use some of those techniques that I learned in my home. I would bakhoor smoke up, as I used to call it. I would smoke up my bedroom and my home, and in my bedroom always had this essence fragrance in it. It always smelled wonderful. And it was, like I said, it was not like candles. I know candles, wax and everything is really popular right now. This has nothing on. Candles have nothing on bakhoor. Bakhoor is it. It is it. If you don't know about bakhoor, you're going to learn about it here, and you're going to want to try it. Trust me. So on this channel, we're going to talk about how it's made. We're going to talk about the different types of bakhoor. And you guys see, I have this card here to tell me what to say because I will go way off the topic and have you listening to my kids' stories and everything. So I have to have a card to remind me of what to say. I'm 50, alhamdulillah. That's how it is. So, but anyway, but definitely we're gonna talk about how to burn it. There's different ways, as I said before, how to burn it. The general way is to take the charcoal, piece of charcoal, and I have this brand here. This is the only brand that I use. So if you go looking online for bakhoor charcoal, don't get those little round discs, because they do not last long. They will be gone in like 30 minutes. I do not like those. These last a long time. and the burn smell is clean. It does not smell like smoke and charcoal and everything. But what you do is you break these up into little small cubes. And what I like to do, since this burner that I'm using is really small, I like to cut the cube in half. You can get a just plain pair of scissors and cut this in half. And please excuse my henna. It's wearing off, and I kind of like to wait until it's almost gone to redo it. So please excuse the way my henna looks. But I cut these in half, and then I would light it and put it inside and just put my Bakhoor on top or whatever. And I'll show you again. There's different techniques on how to burn Bakhoor. For instance, this type of Bakhoor here is, as you see, it's not wood chips. It's very small wood chips, wood pieces. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like grains or something. But it's actually very, very small wood pieces. If you were to put this on top of a piece of charcoal, it would completely burn up and it would stink. You would not, the smell would not be, you would think, oh my God, I got a really cheap, bad batch of Bakhoor. That's not the case. You just have to know how to burn it. And I will show you how to do that here. But yeah, there's the charcoal and there's the burner. See, I'm getting off topic. I got to get back to my card. Okay, we're also going to talk about the different types of Bakhoor. Again, there's the kind that, let me see if I can open it up really quick for you. As you can see that it looks like little small pieces of wood. It's like grainy, but you have this kind, and then you have some that looks like small pieces of shards of wood. And I will quickly show you that. I have my little props here, so please be patient. But there's like small pieces of wood here, and these are small. This smells so good. But there's different ways to burn this. Now, if you also to put this on top of a piece of charcoal, again, the smell would not be pleasant because they're so small, they would catch fire very quickly. And because this is commercially made, the oils may not be as intense. It's not very expensive, so you're not going to see the oils like in the wood or anything on the surface as soon as you buy it. So you're going to have to burn it a different way. And again, I'll show you how to do that. There's also another type where it comes in, I guess you want to say tablets. And the tablets are mainly rolled up after the perfumes and oils and essences of fragrance have been added. And I can show you that. They're like small tablets. And you can break these tablets up and put them on your Bakhoor. Maybe break it in half and put this. This smells awesome. This is just wonderful. But I can show you how to do all of those different techniques. And once we get into that, then we really get into the good stuff. There's also different grades of Bakhoor. There's the inexpensive, in my opinion. Now, I don't want to say I'm an expert, and I don't want to say I'm a novice. I mean, kind of in between, learning my own journey as far as how to burn Bakhoor and how to utilize it, what to look for when I buy, or possibly even make my own. I noticed that, again, as I stated earlier, the best Bakhoor, and if I didn't state this earlier, I'm saying it now. The best Bakhoor is handmade. It is handmade, hands down. It is the best type of Bakhoor that is made. The reason why is that usually when you find someone that can make handmade Bakhoor, it's fresh. It's not, you don't know how long it's been sitting when you purchase some that's commercially made. See, this is commercially made. I don't know how long this has been sitting. It smells great and it actually burns for a really good long time. But I don't know how long it's been there. It's been on the shelf or whatever. They usually use preservatives in the commercially made liqueurs. They usually use also additives to enhance the fragrance of Bakhoor. So it's not just, they say it's, a lot of times on the ingredient label, it may say wood chip soaked in oil. But there's other ingredients to it to make it burn. Sometimes, like on this brand, this is Zain Oud Muata. It smells really nice. It actually smells like has a powder, not baby powder, similar to baby powder, but a little bit more of a grown-up powder smell. But it smells really nice, but it doesn't even have any information on the label as far as what the ingredients are. So you kind of like, oh, okay, it could have some additives, and it may have some additives to it. It certainly does not have a large amount or a huge amount of oils because the pieces are small and they look dry. They look very dark. You can actually see. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but there's some. You can tell it's wood. You can tell it's wood, and you can tell it's not the appearance of regular wood. It's dark, and that's because of the fragrance that they use and different things. But it could also mean, and I don't know because I've never been to a Bakhoor factory. I'd love to go visit one, but I don't know as far as what all they put in it. I think that it could have, like I said, some additives to make it burn or whatever. But there's tons out there that you can try that have beautiful smells, beautiful fragrances to them. So and that are inexpensive for you to try. There's some Bakhoor that's over $100, and you get this little teeny small quarter ounce jar, but it's can smell amazing. And then there's some that can come in a really big jar like this. This is less than $10, and look how much it is. This to me, in my opinion, is a lot of Bakhoor. It's been forever. I've been using this forever. I only take a small amount, and I put it on my electric burner, which is this one here. And this one has a low heat temperature to it. Actually, this one was an electric one, but it stopped working. So what did I do? You can tell. See, I unscrewed it here, took the heating element, the wiring out, and I unscrewed it at the top and took the heating element out. I dropped the surface so that it'll be a little bit lower to hold my Bakhoor. It could hold it anyway, but I wanted to be a little bit safer. So I put lowered the surface and put my foil in, and voila, it's still beautiful, and I can still use it. So if you have a Bakhoor burner that stopped working on you, that's a tip. You can take it apart, take the heating element out, and still use it because the burner is designed to hold the heat and hold the Bakhoor, so you can still use it. Okay, so that's basically it. What this channel is going to be about. It's going to help you to understand what Bakhoor is. Basically how it's made, the different types, the different kinds, the different grades, how to burn it properly so that you can get the optimum enjoyment out of your Bakhoor. We're also later on down the line, as things progress, we're going to learn how to make it, and we're going to do it right here on this channel. I'm going to show you how to make it, all the little secrets. See, I'm doing a lot of research, and I'm getting all the secrets and different things as far as how it's made. It's a science to this. It really is. And it's so interesting, the ingredients that are used to make Bakhoor. It is just wonderful. To me, it's a beautiful thing that that God has placed so many things on this earth that we can utilize to enjoy. And I'm going to show you some of those things and how we can make it and how you can make your own. And it's just going to be wonderful. We're also going to look into Bakhoor burners. Now, I'm not I'm not wealthy. And I'm not going to buy a huge array of Bakhoor burners, but I will show you, we're going to talk about some and focus on some that are absolutely beautiful. There are some that would just, you think are just too pretty to burn Bakhoor in. They're just awesome. We're also going to look at Bakhoor sets. Now, you see how I have this set up here? There's a whole science to this. Again, a presentation, the grandeur of it all. It is just wonderful. There are sets that have the burner, a perfume bottle, because there's a whole routine when using Bakhoor. You just don't burn it. When you have guests over, you have another one that is another burner looking vessel that is similar to the burner and to the Bakhoor, the perfume bottle. There's like going to be a little beautiful jar that holds the Bakhoor. There's a perfume bottle that you add your perfume on. Then there's a rose water sprinkler that you add the perfumed water for your guests to rub on their hands, and then there's the actual Bakhoor burner that you pass around to your guests so they can enjoy the fragrance. It is just, man, I'm telling you, if you do not know what Bakhoor is, you're going to learn it here, and you're going to learn with me, because I'm learning still. You learn and you just keep learning. You never know everything. There's no person out there that knows everything and knows absolutely everything and everything that can ever be. No, there's always room to learn. So, basically, that's what we're going to do here. We're also going to do some Bakhoor reviews. Yep. So, if you want to know about this brand here, I'm going to tell you all about this brand. There's a ton of brands that I purchased for my personal use that I'm going to do reviews on here on this channel, on the Bakhoor Connoisseur channel. So stay tuned. If you would like for me to do a review, if you are a business owner that sells Bakhoor and you would like for me to do a review on your Bakhoor, please contact me. I'll have my contact information below in the description box. So please give me a email, shoot me an email, and we'll discuss that further. And for everyone that clicked on this channel, please like and subscribe, because there is going to be some wonderful things in the future for the Bakhoor Connoisseur. I want to thank every one of you for watching, and I want every one of you to become Bakhoor connoisseurs yourselves. Have a wonderful day.